This is Unit 3, Sections 1 and 2 of the course Basic Mathematics, and it's about fractions. Objective number 1, define fraction and identify its parts. So fraction is a numerical value that is part of a whole. So we have here a rectangle divided into 5 equal parts. So the shaded region can be represented by a fraction 4/5, meaning to say 4 parts out of 5 equal parts. This top number is called the numerator, and this line here is called the fractional bar, and 5 here is called the denominator. Objective number 2, identify proper fractions, improper fractions, and mixed numerals. 2/5 is a proper fraction. It's because the numerator is less than the denominator. 7/3 is called an improper fraction. It's because the numerator is greater than the denominator. 6 and 4/9 is called a mixed numeral. It's because we have a whole number and a proper fraction 4/9. Objective number 3, give 2 or more fractions equivalent to a given fraction. Example number 1, 2/5. Multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by the same number will give us a fraction equal to 2/5. Say, let's multiply the numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2. We have 4/10. So 4/10 is equal to 2/5. Or if we are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 3, we will have 2 times 3 is 6, and 5 times 3 is 15. 6/15 is equal to 2/5. So this means 2/5, 4/10, and 6/15 are equivalent fractions. Example number 2, 24/36. If we divide both the numerator and the denominator by the same number, we will obtain a fraction that is equal to 24/36. For example, divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3. So 24 divided by 3, that's 8. 36 divided by 3, that's 12. So 8/12 is equal to 24/36. And if we are going to divide both the numerator and the denominator by another number, let's say by 4, so 24 divided by 4, that's 6. 36 divided by 4 is 9, so 6/9 is equal to 24/36. So this means 24/36, 8/12, and 6/9 are equivalent fractions. Objective number 4, simplify fractions. Example number 3, simplify 24/36. We can simplify fractions in many ways. So one of them is canceling out common factors. So here we are going to give the prime factorization of both the numerator and the denominator. The factors of 24 are 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, while the factors of 36 are 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Now we are going to cancel out common factors. These 2 here, then 2, and then 3. So what are left out are 2 on the numerator and 3 on the denominator. So our answer is 2/3. This is another way, canceling out the greatest common factor. So the factors of 24 are 24, 12, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, while the factors of 36 are 36, 18, 12, 9, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now notice here that 12 is the greatest common factor. So that means 24 can be written as 12 times 2, and 36 can be written as 12 times 3. Then canceling out the greatest common factor 12, we have 2 over 3 as our answer. And this is another way, dividing repetitively. How is that? So first, we think of a number that can divide both the numerator and the denominator. Say 2. So 24 divided by 2 is 12, and 36 divided by 2 is 18. Now we will continue dividing. Divide again by 2, so 12 divided by 2 is 6, and then 18 divided by 2 is 9, and we have 6 over 9. So we can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So this is our answer, 2 over 3. Objective number 5. Convert improper fractions to mixed numerals and vice versa. So example number 4. Convert 23 over 7 to mixed numeral. So we are going to perform long division. 7 outside and 23 inside. So 23 divided by 7 is 3. 3 times 7 is 21. Then subtract 23 minus 21 is 2. So this is how we are going to write our answer. So let's start with this number. This is the whole number. And then we are going to create a fraction. So the numerator is 2 and the denominator is 7. So our answer is 3 and 2 over 7. Example number 5. Convert 5 and 3 over 8 to improper fraction. So this is how we do it. We multiply 5 and 8, so that's 5 times 8. Then add the numerator 3, that gives us 43. And then just copy down the denominator 8. So this is our answer, 43 over 8. Objective number 6. Add and subtract like fractions. Example number 6. 3 and 4 over 9 plus 11 and 1 over 9. So like fractions means the denominators are the same. 3 plus 11 is 14. We can just copy down the common denominator 9 and then perform the operation on the numerator. That's 4 plus 1 is 5. So this is our answer, 14 and 5 over 9. Example number 7. 8 and 4 over 7 minus 3 and 1 over 7. So we have 8 minus 3 is 5, and then copy down the common denominator and perform the operation on the numerator. 4 minus 1 is 3. So our answer is 5 and 3 over 7. Objective number 7. Find the least common denominator or LCD of 2 or more fractions. Example number 8. Find the least common denominator of 5 over 9 and 3 over 4. So the denominators here are 9 and 4. And these numbers have no common factor. So if this would be the case, we are going to multiply the two numbers, and that's our LCD. Example number 9. Find the least common denominator of 5 over 8 and 7 over 12. So 8 and 12 are the denominators, and they have common factors. So we cannot apply the first method we did. Here we are going to list down the multiples of 8. So they are 8, 16, 24, 32, and so on. And for 12, we have 12, 24, 36, 48, and so on. So this is the least common denominator. Example number 10. Find the LCD of 7 over 32 and 3 over 40. The denominators here are 32 and 40. If we are going to list down all the multiples of 32 and 40, our list will be very long. So we have another method, that is giving the prime factorization of both the denominators. So for 32, we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Then for 40, we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Now, we are going to copy down the common factors. So 2, 2, and 2. So we have 3 2's here. And then we have 2 2's here also, not common. We will just copy them down. And then we have 5 here, not common either, so we are going to copy it down. So when we multiply all of these numbers, we will get 160, and this is our LCD. Objective number 8, add and subtract unlike fractions. Example number 11. 4 over 7 plus 2 over 5. So here, our denominators are 7 and 5. And these denominators have no common factor. So if that would be the case, we will just do like this. So 4 times 5 is 20, then plus 7 times 2 is 14. And then over 7 times 5, we multiply the denominators. Now 20 plus 14 is 34, and 7 times 5 is 35. So our answer is 34 over 35. Example number 12. 9 over 13 minus 2 over 9. Again, our denominators here are 13 and 9, and they don't have common factor. So what we'll do is multiply again. 9 times 9, which is 81, then minus 13 times 2, which is 26, and then multiply the denominators. 13 times 9, so 81 minus 26 equals 55, and 13 times 9 equals 117. So this is our answer, 55 over 117. Objective number 9, add and subtract mixed fractions. Example number 13, 12 and 5 over 6 plus 3 over 14. So first, we are going to find the LCD. So to find the LCD, we list down some of the multiples of 6 and some of the multiples of 14. So for 6, we have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, and so on. And for 14, we have 14, 28, 42, 56, and so on. So the least common number that we can see here is 42. So this is the LCD. Now let's make this 6 42 and also this 14 42. How do we do that? We multiply 6 by 7 and we multiply 14 by 3. Since we multiply the denominator by 7, we are also going to multiply the numerator by 7. And in this part here, since we multiply the denominator by 3, we also have to multiply the numerator by 3. So 5 times 7 is 35. And then, of course, 6 times 7 is 42. 3 times 3 is 9, and of course 14 times 3 is 42, and we still have the 12 here. So we only have one whole number here. We can just copy it down, so it becomes 12 and 44 over 42. So 44 because 35 plus 9 is 44. Now we can simplify 44 over 42 by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by 2. So we have 12 and 22 over 21. So this part here, 22 over 21, is an improper fraction. So we can break it into 2. So it will become 21 over 21 plus 1 over 21. So we have now 12 plus 21 over 21 plus 1 over 21. And this 21 over 21 is actually 1. So it can go with 12. So 12 plus 1 is 13. And we will just copy down the fraction part, 1 over 21. So this is our answer, 13 and 1 over 21. Example number 14, 7 and 7 over 10 minus 3 and 1 over 15. So again, we are going to find the LCD. Listing down some of the multiples of 10, we have 10, 20, 30, 40. Some multiples of 15, we have 15, 30, 45, and 60. And 30 here is our LCD. So we are going to make this 10, 30, and also this 15, 30. How? We multiply 10 by 3, and we multiply 15 by 2. So here, since we multiply the denominator by 3, we also have to multiply the numerator by 3. So in this case also, since we multiply the denominator by 2, we are also going to multiply the numerator by 2. So 7 times 3 is 21, so 21 over 30. And then 1 times 2 is 2, so 2 over 30. Now we have similar fractions. 7 minus 3 is 4, and then we have common denominator 30. So 21 minus 2 is 19. So our answer is 4 and 19 over 30. Example number 15. 17 and 3 over 16 minus 5 and 19 over 24. So first again, we are going to find the LCD. So sum of the multiples of 16 are 16, 32, 48, and 64. And sum of the multiples of 24 are 24, 48, 72, 96. So 48 here is our LCD. So we are going to change this 16 to 48 and also this 24 to 48. How? We multiply 16 by 3 and 24 by 2. Now here, since we multiply the denominator by 3, we also have to multiply the numerator by 3. And on this part here, since we multiply the denominator by 2, we are also going to multiply the numerator by 2. Now 3 times 3 is 9, then over 48. Then 19 times 2 is 38, then over 48. Now we notice here that we cannot perform the operation on the numerator because 9 here is less than 38. So if this would be the case, we have to borrow 1 from 17, and the one that we borrow, we are going to make it 48 over 48. Why 48 over 48? It's because 48 over 48 means 1. And we use 48 because the common denominator is 48. Now this 17 becomes 16. So this 16 plus 48 over 48 plus 9 over 48 represents this part here. And then we will just copy this part here, minus 5 and 38 over 48. Now we can combine 48 over 48 plus 9 over 48, and that gives us 57 over 48. So we have here 16 plus 57 over 48, and then we will copy down minus 5 and 38 over 48. Now we have here 57 is greater than 38, so we can now subtract. So 16 minus 5 is 11. 57 minus 38 is 19, and we are just copying down the common denominator. And that means our answer is 11 and 19 over 48. Objective number 10, multiply and divide fractions. Example number 16, 4 and 3 over 8 plus 4 over 25. So if we have mixed numeral, we will have to change it to improper fraction. So that's 8 times 4, 32, plus 3 is 35, so this is 35 over 8. Now we have 35 over 8 times 4 over 25. Before multiplying, we can cancel out common factors. Between 35 and 25, 5 is a common factor. So 35 divided by 5 is 7, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. Between 8 and 4, 4 is the greatest common factor. So 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. So now we can multiply the numerators and multiply also the denominators. 7 times 1 is 7. 2 times 5 is 10. So this is our answer, 7 over 10. Example number 17. 3 and 4 over 5 times 1 and 7 over 38. Again, we are going to change these mixed numerals into improper fractions. So 5 times 3 is 15, plus 4 is 19. So that's 19 over 5. And then 38 times 1 is 38, plus 7, that's 45. Then copy down denominator 38. Now we have 19 over 5 times 45 over 38. We can cancel out common factors. So we have between 19 and 38, 19 is the greatest common factor. So 19 divided by 19 is 1, and 38 divided by 19 is 2. Between 5 and 45, 5 is the greatest common factor. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, and then 45 divided by 5 is 9. So we can now multiply the numerators and also multiply the denominators. So 1 times 9 equals 9. 1 times 2 equals 2. So we have 9 over 2. The numerator is greater than the denominator, so we have to apply long division. So that's 9 divided by 2. So 9 divided by 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. So our answer is 4 and 1 over 2. Example number 18. 2 over 11 divided by 5 over 6. Is we are going to change the divisor to its reciprocal and proceed to multiplication. So this is our dividend, this is our divisor. So we are going to change this divisor to its reciprocal. It becomes 6 over 5. So from 5 over 6, it becomes 6 over 5. Now we will just copy down the dividend, 2 over 11. Now, looking at the numerators and the denominators, we don't have common factors. So we will just proceed multiplying the numerators and multiplying the denominators. 2 times 6 is 12, and then 11 times 5 is 55. So our answer is 12 over 55. Example number 19. 6 and 6 over 7 divided by 3 and 1 over 21. Here we are going to change the mixed numerals to improper fractions. 7 times 6 is 42, plus 6 is 48, and then copy down the denominator 7. Here 21 times 3 is 63, plus 1 is 64, then copy down the denominator. Now this is our divisor. We are going to change it to its reciprocal. That becomes 21 over 64. And then we will just copy down the dividend. So that's 48 over 7 times 21 over 64. Now before multiplying, we are going to cancel out common factors. Between 48 and 64, 16 is the greatest common factor. So 48 divided by 16 is 3, and 64 divided by 16 is 4. Between 7 and 21, 7 is the greatest common factor. 7 divided by 7 is 1, and 21 divided by 7 is 3. Now we can multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominators. 3 times 3 equals 9. 1 times 4 equals 4. So we have 9 over 4. It's not in simplest form yet because the numerator is greater than the denominator. So we are going to perform the long division. That's 9 divided by 4. 9 divided by 4 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Then 9 minus 8 is 1. So our answer here is 2 and 1 over 4. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Teacher Rejil. Keep safe.